the business we are in at LSU, providing a world-class experience for our student athletes to compete and earn their degrees.
Hello, Tiger fans. I'm Emily Dixon, and you're watching Inside LSU Sports, presented by Community Coffee. In this week's show, we say farewell to a memorable senior class, bring you the latest on an NCAA record going down, and head out to Alex Box for another baseball sweep. So let's get things started with the voice of the Tigers, Chris Blair, and LSU baseball head coach Jay Johnson, as we take a look back at the weekend wins over Missouri.
Inside LSU Sports, presented by Community Coffee, is brought to you each week by the 8 partners that represent Team LSU. Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. Planet Fitness, official gym partner of the LSU Tigers. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers. This segment of Inside LSU Sports is brought to you each week by Bud Light.
Welcome back into the show, Tiger fans. Once again, joined this week with head coach Jay Johnson. And coach, you come off a really good week. You get the sweep here at home, pick up 3 more games in conference play. I think what stood out to me and probably most Tiger fans, your guys found a way to win each of those ball games. It wasn't easy, it never is, but they just found a way to get the W.
Yeah, it was good. Complete game on Thursday. I actually thought Thursday was one of our better games of the year. Clutch hitting by our main guys. Pitched really well, obviously, Mikhail Hilliard. And then the bullpen and played clean defense, no errors. Friday, just kind of one of those gut check wins, a little bit back and forth. Gave up a homer in the top of the 8th inning. They tied it, got out of jam in the bottom of the 8th, bottom of the 9th, and then 1 and 10, clutch hit by Cade Doty. Great leadoff at bat by Josh Stevenson. And then Sunday, you knew was going to be hard. It's hard to beat anybody 3 times in a row. Got behind early, put together some really good at bats, got us a little bit of a cushion. Wobbled a little bit because we've been asking a lot out of those guys in the pen, but found a way to win, and I'm proud of our team for that.
A couple of guys that stood out to me. I'll start with the pitching staff. Obviously, as you said, Mikhail Hilliard, another great start for you. But I thought Bryce Collins came in, did what you asked him to do, and then Jacob Hasty becoming one of those lefties that really can impact the game.
Yeah, and both those guys, Bryce is very quietly having an outstanding season for us if you look at the stat line, and has been really instrumental in SEC play. And then Jacob Hasty, very proud of him. Didn't have a great fall, didn't have a good lead up to the season, but has just kind of put his head down, kept working. You knew the talent was there, and he is just filling up the zone and has really, really good stuff. And we won the game Friday because of his contribution.
Again, you look at the lineup. We talk about Jacob Berry, continues to do what he does. Dylan Cruz, Cade Doty, who you mentioned with the big hit. A couple of guys towards the back of the order, I thought, that were really instrumental this weekend. I'll start with Tyler McManus. He was really seeing the ball well. And Braden Joubert, we know what he's capable of. Just look back to the Florida weekend, but he seemed to see the baseball very well this weekend as well.
Yeah, very, very good. He's been working hard. I think about, at Mississippi State, I don't know if he even had a hit, but he hit into some tough luck there. Had some good at-bats, just wasn't really well rewarded for it. Arkansas, tough pitching matchup there. So it was good to see him kind of break out. And then Tyler, he had a great week. He had a great night against UL Lafayette on Tuesday, and then 2 really solid games on Saturday and Sunday. Sunday was probably the most important piece of our offense that day, and really picked us up.
Before we look to next weekend and the next series coming here at the Box, you get a 4-game win streak coming off the weekend. When you talk to the guys, is it one of those conversations again, hey, look, job well done, but plenty left to do?
Yeah, it's on to the next. We actually had some guys out here yesterday that needed to get some work in and some time. And just moving on is so critical, and looking forward. And only focusing on what's in front of you. Like the mental discipline we're trying to instill in them, very relevant this week, and we're going to have to get them in the right frame of mind to compete for 4 games this week.
Well, again, it's great to be moving ahead, looking ahead. It's good to be back home for this coming weekend. Maybe the downside is Georgia's a pretty good ball club coming in.
Very good ball club. Really good starting pitching. They got Jonathan Cannon back last week, who's probably the best pitcher in the SEC. So I'm sure we'll see him on Friday or Saturday. They pitched him on Saturday last week. Nolan Crisp pitched well last Friday against Alabama. They have some physical guys that can hurt you with one swing. Coaching staff there does a really good job. So it's one of those weekends why I came here. Should be a lot of fun.
You know, again, a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, you really talked about Vanderbilt and Florida in the SEC East. Now all of a sudden Tennessee and Georgia, certainly part of that mix. That's the job they've done rising over there in the Eastern Division. Yeah,
no question about it. I mean, they've hosted, I want to say Georgia hosted regionals in both 18 and 19. You know, a good team last year. They've recruited well. I think Georgia's one of the best states in the country just for high school baseball players. You know, certainly an area we want to tap into. Not a surprise to me that they're good. You know, Tennessee obviously has recruited probably as good as anybody in the country the last couple years. And then, you know, Florida and Vanderbilt. So, you know, every weekend's a battle, and this is the most important one because it's the next one.
Well, Coach, again, looking forward to another weekend here at the box against Georgia. Have a great week. Best of luck. We'll see you this weekend.
Awesome. Thanks.
All right, fans, let's now look back at some great highlights of the weekend here at the box. LSU sweeping out Mizzou.
To the left-handed hitter as he drives one to right field, giving chase is Lovich, but he'll have no play. It finds its way into the Diamond Jack, and the Tigers take a 1-0 lead as Jacob Berry goes yard, his 11th home run of the year. DeSatis, a good 5 feet on the right field grass, but it won't matter. There's a swing and a drive deep to right field. Back-to-back home runs and as many at-bats for Jacob Berry. It's number 12 on the year. And just like that, with 2 outs, again, Berry delivers and ties the game 2-all. They've turned it on its ear. And inside corner, called strike 3. 1-0 from Miles, breaking ball, line drive out of the reach of Luke Mann at third. It'll roll down in the corner and left. Cruz in to score. Berry will be held up at third, but an RBI double for Cade Doty, and the Tigers now lead 3-2. Field in just off the grass. First pitch, high chopper, going to get it over the head of first baseman Montgomery. Bounces slowly into right field. The 1-2, swing and a miss, comes back with a fastball and still had 89. But everybody focused on Mikhail Hilliard on the bump. Lovich at the plate with 2 outs. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Number 5 on the night. And that'll do it for Mizzou. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Tigers win. Tigers win. They take game 1. 5-3 a final over Missouri. In game 2. This one lifted in the air, left center field. Wilmsmeyer going back, and at the wall, it is out of here. So Dylan Cruz leads off the bottom of the first inning. Took a couple of pitches and then drives the baseball out of the ballpark. And 2 walks, 2 strikeouts for Newbeck. Kind of washes out. 2-2. A mile high into the air to left field. There's a drive, and there's another home run for the Tigers. Tyler McManus blasts it out of here. His 3rd home run of the season.
Did that go over the scoreboard?
And LSU takes a 3-2 lead. With 1 away, the 1-2 from Taylor. Breaking pitch, called strike 3. Wilmsmeyer at second. Josh Day at first. 2 outs. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Right across the plate, belt high. And Mann going to argue with Hank Himonen, the home plate umpire. The 0-1. Swung on towards the alley, left center field. Coming down quickly, going for it, and diving and coming up empty is Wilmsmeyer. Stevenson into second base with a leadoff double. The 0-2. Hit high and deep to left field. This one is going to drop down, and the Tigers will walk it off. Stevenson touches home plate. Cade Doty with the RBI, and it's 4-3. Tigers win. Tigers win. They take their first home series in SEC play in dramatic fashion in the bottom of the 10th inning. And Cade Doty is mobbed deep in left center field by the entire
on the warning track.
LSU dugout. First pitch to Barry, launched right center field, giving chase. This one is going to come off the top of the wall, and this one is out of here. Hey now, Jacob Barry. 2 outs, the 0-2, swing and a miss. Elevates the fastball and takes it to 97. McManus desperately wants to come home. Here's the 0-2. Hammered up the middle, base hit. There it is, Pearson. Another single with an RBI. McManus scores, and the Tigers now make it 8-6. Mizzou 6 runs on 9 hits. Another 2-2 pitch, ground ball to second. Doty goes to a knee, gloves it, throws to Morgan in time. Tigers win, Tigers win. They sweep Missouri. Stay tuned for more Inside LSU Sports after this break.
You need more layers, diagonal layers.
I got it, Ron. Thanks.
Leave him alone, Dad. Oh, honey, you should use ice blocks instead of cubes.
No, Bud Light Seltzer goes on top.
Diagonal layers.
Did you pre-chill the Bud Light lemonades?
Need more ice.
And diagonal layers.
I mean, if you're gonna do it right.
I don't need my hands getting cold.
Why don't you try using the Plumsky method?
Brings out the citrus notes.
Dad?
Gotta crush the ice, son.
Okay, I'm out.
What's his problem?
Whenever packing the cooler really matters, there's a Bud Light there.
Mommy, guess what? We're rich.
Hi, that's fake, mi amor. Ice cream?
Yeah!
Okay.
Protect your connected devices with advanced security included with Cox Panoramic Wi-Fi.
We get it. It feels like everything has changed. Masking up, changing demands at work, fewer gatherings. But one thing hasn't changed: our commitment to your health. It's why Our Lady of the Lake Physician Group keeps finding better ways to serve you. Video visits with one of our providers, online scheduling, weekend hours, and nearly 100 locations where providers know your medical history. Our Lady of the Lake Physician Group, providing you with the best care where and when you need it.
As humankind faces its most critical challenges yet, the world demands leaders, and LSU is taking up the charge. The research we do here goes everywhere to protect communities threatened by climate change, so you can live your life with fewer worries about tomorrow. We're formulating a better way for everyone, because at LSU, our calling is humanity.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, lsushop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go: lsushop.net.
This segment of Inside LSU Sports is brought to you each week by Assurance Financial. When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial. Lending the way home buyers prefer it.
Attention to detail. Stay in the present. Got to practice the right way. Respect the brotherhood. Let's get excited. We're playing football at LSU. You got to flip a switch. Your mindset has to change. You have to live up to being a great teammate. There's a big difference between routines and habits. Today was much better because you had the right mindset. Now we got to pay attention to detail. We've set the bar now. It's practice to performance. Average teams can't do what you did today. You embraced it. Now it's performance. Let's go Black! buy into anything, understand that winning is about all these little things every single day.
15 practices are complete, meaning Brian Kelly's first LSU spring ball is officially in the books. Now the LSU football coaches will hit the road to recruit before the Tigers join back up together in June for summer workouts. And across campus, the LSU track and field team is inching closer to SEC championships, and Favor Ofili has put her name in the spotlight with the fastest 200-meter run in the country.
North Carolina A&T, here they come.
My name is Ofili Chikuka. I'm from Nigeria and Delta State, and I run track for LSU. 2014 was when I heard of it from Coach Anna Tutu. She's in Delta State, Abo in Nigeria. So she saw me and she said I'll be good. And I was just a little girl. I'm like, okay, let's give it a try. I want to see what I can do. I know that. But I didn't know it was going to be like that I'm going to do well in it until 2016 that I made my first African international competition team. And I'm like, oh, okay. She's just a blessing to me, Coach Arno Tutu. Yeah. When I ran last weekend and I saw the time, 21:96, I was like, oh, okay. It was an expectation that was meant to happen because of hard work. My teammate, we keep pushing each other, keep training, and the trainers also working on us to keep us healthy. And that kept me motivated a lot because I'm like, if it came now, that means there's still a lot that God is about to do, like more things that are coming for me, like when it comes to the 200. I would say it was the 4 training because I have never done most of the training I did during the 4 my whole life. As I get deeper and deeper into this track and field career of mine, I just want to first keep seeking God because I couldn't have been here if not by Him, and keep my head down. All these things that I've achieved now is nothing. People have done it before, so I'm not the first person to do it. Keep my head down, keep seeking God, focus on my studies, which brought me here to the state. So my family and friends, everyone supporting me, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Don't give up on yourself. That's what I always say. God first, put God first in anything you are doing, and every other thing will fall in place. That is my advice to you and to my family, my mom, my dad, my brothers and sisters. I love you.
Stay tuned for more Inside LSU Sports after this break.
Hey everybody, let's have some fun. The time is right, the party's just begun. So let the good times roll. Go ahead and let the good times roll.
Get an additional $1,000 retail bonus cash on top of current offers when you custom order a new F-150 or Ranger.
Go ahead and let them good times roll.
Only at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
Now is the time for new beginnings. For holding each other's hands. For encouraging each other. And for working together. At Women's, our mission is to improve the health of all women and infants. So today, we're focused on new ways to care for you and keep you safe. Because seeing you healthy and strong is important to us.
You need more layers, diagonal layers.
I got it, Ron. Thanks.
Leave him alone, Dad. Oh, honey, you should use ice blocks instead of cubes.
No, Bud Light Seltzer goes on top.
Diagonal layers.
Did you pre-chill the Bud Light lemonades?
Need more ice.
And diagonal layers.
I mean, if you're gonna do it right.
I don't need my hands getting cold.
Why don't you try using the Plumsky method?
Brings out the citrus notes.
Dad?
Gotta crush the ice, son.
Okay, I'm out.
What's his problem?
Whenever packing the cooler really matters, there's a Bud Light there.
As humankind faces its most critical challenges yet, the world demands leaders, and LSU is taking up the charge. The research we do here goes everywhere to protect communities threatened by climate change, so you can live your life with fewer worries about tomorrow. We're formulating a better way for everyone, because at LSU, our calling is humanity.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, LSUshop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers Pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go: LSUshop.net.
This segment of Inside LSU Sports is brought to you each week by TJ Rizz, legendary Louisiana barbecue.
Because these are two of the great programs that have created one of the great rivalries in all of college softball. The LSU Tiger offense might be the best it's ever been.
Struck around. Look at it go. It is out of here. Swing and a miss. Got her. The Tigers walk off with the win and the series. Clark and Grant might be the knockout punch.
Beth Chirina and the Tigers have been red hot, and this weekend she sends off a talented senior class in the last home series of the season. But first, let's take a look back at the wins over Georgia, which included a grand slam from LSU's own Georgia Clark.
Fincher is rung up on strikes. She was headed to first base. This one just dies in front of the plate. Throw to first, not in time. This one lined back up the middle for a base hit. One run will score. Coffey scores. Briggs scores from second. And the Tigers take a 2-0 lead here in the third. Both runs coming in the third. And this one is lifted to left center, giving chase is Sykes. She has twisting and turning, looking for it. This one over her head. And riding into second is the shortstop Taylor Pleasance with a lead-off hit. This one is sent to left, and this one over the head of Sykes and off her glove. One run's going to score. Two runs are going to score. How about three? Tigers coming to the plate. Popped up into foul territory and popped out of the glove, and what a catch! Taylor Pleasance coming over from short. This thing's solidly hit. This one to left center, and this one is gone! Sydney Peterson in the leadoff spot here in the sixth, and the first pitch she sees from Britton Rogers is her first home run of the season. Night. Woo. Taylor Pleasance unloads into double figures now in the home run category. Her 10th of the season. The LSU fans are happy. Check swing. They're going to say she went around. Faith Barth is retired on strikes, and LSU wins game number 1 by the final score of 8-1.
Georgia Clark deep. Bombs away, Georgia Clark! A second grand slam this season. Past Armistead, tie ball game. Lacey Fincher lifts it shallow center. In comes Briggs, and Landrum's gonna have to hustle back. They get her at first. Lays down the bunt. And scoots Hushmanzada over to second. Rolls it up the middle. Can Armistead get there in time? It's close. They call her safe. Morgan Cummins back at the plate. She's re-entered. Lifts it to left. Is this thing gone? You bet. Get out of here. LSU's bats have found their fire. Just the second homer for Morgan Cummins of the season.
Stay tuned for more Inside LSU Sports after this break.
We're Dudley DeBosier. As an official partner of LSU Athletics, we love being back here on campus.
It's where we began our journey as lawyers.
And it keeps us connected to the community we pledge to serve.
This place has made a difference in so many lives across the state.
And it inspires us to do the same.
We're a law firm that cares about this community.
And that's the Dudley DeBosier difference.
Demand Dudley DeBosier, official partner of LSU Athletics. 444-4444.
You need more layers, diagonal layers.
I got it, Ron. Thanks.
Leave him alone, Dad. Oh, honey, you should use ice blocks instead of cubes.
No, Bud Light Seltzer goes on top.
Diagonal layers.
Did you pre-chill the Bud Light lemonades?
Need more ice.
And diagonal layers.
I mean, if you're gonna do it right.
I don't need my hands getting cold.
Why don't you try using the Plumsky method?
Brings out the citrus notes.
Dad?
Gotta crush the ice, son.
Okay, I'm out.
What's his problem?
Whenever packing the cooler really matters, there's a Bud Light there.
Mommy, guess what? We're rich.
Hi, that's fake, mi amor. Ice cream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Protect your connected devices with advanced security included with Cox Panoramic Wi-Fi.
As humankind faces its most critical challenges yet, the world demands leaders, and LSU is taking up the charge. The research we do here goes everywhere to protect communities threatened by climate change, so you can live your life with fewer worries about tomorrow. We're formulating a better way for everyone, because at LSU, our calling is humanity.
When you support, she soars. When you donate, he delivers. When you provide, they prevail. Since 1987, TAF members have lifted the minds, bodies, and spirits of LSU student athletes, making sure they have what they need to succeed in competition, the classroom, and in life. When you give, they go.
This segment of Inside LSU Sports is brought to you each week by Our Lady of the Lake Children's Health, one of Louisiana's largest pediatric healthcare networks.
That's it for this week's show, but we have plenty of sports to catch LSU fans up on as the calendar turns to May. I'm Emily Dixon, and as always, thanks for tuning into this week's episode of Inside LSU Sports presented by Community Coffee. We'll see you next week.
Inside LSU Sports, presented by Community Coffee, is brought to you each week by the 8 partners that represent Team LSU. Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. Planet Fitness, official gym partner of the LSU Tigers. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers.